another DevTalks episode, this time about the persistent service of SAP HANA Cloud. I'm Bruno Gera and I have with me Shu Shan. He's developer in the persistence team of SAP HANA Cloud. And Shu wants actually to explain maybe briefly, in 10-15 minutes, what the persistent service is about. How does it work?
Okay. Persistent service, as the name says, we provide persistence in a relational database.
Okay.
The service takes care of the on-demand application, provided a convenient access to a back-end database. Our assumption is that application needs store some data in the database, and we provide a service for that.
So what does the developer need to do then? So you have your Java environment, you have your application, and now you want to connect to a database. How do I know how to connect to it? So what do I need to do?
Okay, to explain it, I will draw a picture.
Okay.
For the developer, if you develop the one application, then you will start to deploy to our big cloud.
Okay.
And our persistent service, on one hand, we provide many database instances in the cloud. For sure, this is isolated to the application.
So the developer doesn't actually see this, right?
Yes. And our service is take care of the right mapping from the application to the right database.
So the application, you mean also the account, right? That the user has, right?
Yes.
Because one user can have many applications on one account or another accounts, but this is taken care of.
Right. On one account, you may have many applications, and we are taking care of the one application to one database instance, and we are taking care to injecting the right physical connection to the application.
And how do you establish now the connection between the application and your database?
Yeah.
And the SAP HANA database? Or MaxDB?
We have, good question. Right now we provide two database types. One is MaxDB, and the second one is our new in-memory technologies, SAP HANA database. And the application has the choice to select one as a dedicated database for the application. Yeah.
But from a development point of view, it doesn't make any difference, right? Or does it make a difference to connect?
That depends on. We support two programming model. Our recommended programming model is a JPA.
Java Persistence
API. However, the plain JDBC is also supported.
And with that, you actually exchange the information between the application and the database.
Yes, and the JPA has a higher level of abstraction to the database. Then you don't have the specific to the database specifics. But if you need some HANA specific features, you may use plain the JDBC. And you have to know which is supported, which not.
Okay. So that's how you do. So I mean, how secure? I mean, that's at least something that I would be worried about. How secure is this this connection between the application and the database? So can other people from other accounts or other applications look into my database?
No, that's what we persistent service is taking care. For each application, we create the database instance for that, and all those things are isolated. Okay. Only one application can only look into his own database.
I see.
And
if I want to look for it, but if I want to look into databases which are, let's say, outside the cloud, or maybe somewhere in an on-premise system, there's nothing I would then do with this programming model, right? So I would do something like would use the connectivity service or the cloud connector.
Persistent service doesn't support connection to external database.
Okay.
We are only responsible for the database which we hosted in the SAP HANA cloud.
Yeah. And if you want to do that, you use something like a cloud connector where you can actually exactly do that, right?
Right.
Okay, so it's taking care of that. Really, nobody else can write and read my data in here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very convenient for the application developer. Our assumption is that you don't need to take care of installation of database, upgrade of database, and backup. So
that's done everything automatically in the background. I, as an application developer, don't need to take care of it.
You don't need to take care. You get 24/7 support. And we are taking care of alerts to monitor the state of the database instance.
What kind of alerts, for example? So
if there's CPU consumption is too high, we have to keep taking care. We have to look into that. We do this together with SAP HANA, SAP SAP Cloud, which provides the infrastructure for our cloud. But we were taking care if the log volume is full, we would create a new one. So the database full, we will start a new instance and so on.
So everything that normally, as someone who has an application should or has to take care by his or herself, that's something now we take care of as part of this persistent service. So we say, okay, you just take care of accessing the data and filling it and reading it, and we take care of the rest.
Yes. Therefore, also the real physical connection is hidden for the application. The application don't see the concrete database host, don't see the physical database user or password, and what the application gets is only the right connection to the database.
Okay, so I have a very mean question for you. So one thing that I found very disturbing is that you can't actually, and now I understand what the reason is, that you can't really actually look from tools like, I don't know, SQL Studio or MaxDB Studio into the database, right? So really something very disturbing, and what you're saying is that this was mainly to security reasons, or is it possible meanwhile to access this data?
Meanwhile, yeah, the good question. Meanwhile, it is possible. We delivered one beta tools, which is also available together with our beta runtime. You will find the tool inside the SDK and add-on folder.
So it's currently in beta and then will ramp up into productive.
Yes, it's called DB Access. DB Access tool. It has two parts. Which one is mainly JDBC proxy or the JDBC wrapper. It's acting right as a JDBC driver for the application. And the other part is on the server side, which will receive the JDBC calls and do the marshalling, unmarshalling the protocols.
So meaning that then you can really also take like something like the MaxDB Studio and look into MaxDB.
For MaxDB stuff, we think that usually the Eclipse developer don't want to leave Eclipse. You have Eclipse usually.
The database tools, right?
Yes. In that Eclipse, you may have the DTP tools, which called the Database Tools Platform. And basically, it's a JDBC client. And also from MaxDB, we have an adapter from the DTP. You just put out the client part into the configuration. Then you can, with your SCN user and password, you can directly access MaxDB.
Okay, and then actually look into the data you have in
Yes.
Eclipse, for example.
Yeah, you get the list of your database tables, and you can open it, view the content, edit it, delete something.
Okay.
Works.
Everything is possible
Yes.
with that data manipulation then.
Yes. For the HANA case, so we have also SAP HANA Studio.
Yeah.
And so we provided a small extension to the HANA Studio, and with this you may also have access directly to the HANA instance.
Okay, so meaning that you can use the if you're developing, for example, with SAP HANA, you can actually also connect to databases in SAP HANA Cloud, right?
Yes. For the moment, from DTP point of view, we don't have an adapter for HANA, and also we assume that if you develop against HANA, you
have HANA Studio.
Yeah, you have HANA Studio, and you may need more specific HANA features than which are only available in the HANA Studio.
Okay, so then it will become easier for you to access your HANA data also.
Right.
Okay, cool. So, looking forward to see this productive. But what comes next? So we have HANA, we have MaxDB, we have this nice way to write and read data in databases. What comes next?
Yes, one thing is for the JPA stuff. Our default JPA provider is Eclipse Link, and actually we have our own Eclipse Link platform for HANA.
Okay.
And recently we have managed to contribute to Eclipse Link project. With our HANA platform, it will officially available with Eclipse Link version 2.5.
Oh, cool! So it will be part of the open source project.
Therefore, even you don't need, even you don't use SAP HANA Cloud, you can also take the JPA Eclipse Link implementation, programming against directly to the HANA.
Okay, and you won't feel any difference when developing, right? Okay, because right now you need to have a separate jar file embedded into your code, right?
That's the reason why.
So that's will be taken out, so I don't need that anymore.
You don't need it anymore.
I see.
If the available with the next Eclipse Link version.
Okay.
What else? Next? Yeah, we are working on on the third database type. The new one in the SAP family is a Sybase AC.
Yeah.
And this database has more feature for high availability, and therefore we are currently working on this direction. Then customer has more choice
to choose the database he's most familiar with. And okay, good. Anything else coming or worth mentioning?
Yes. I hope so.
Okay, but I think we got a good impression what the persistent service is, let's say, roughly, and we have a lot of documentation out there on the help portal. So
also on the community we have several blogs and
SAP community network. Okay.
Yes. How to use it, how to, for example, use Liquibase to migrate the data and so on.
Yeah, and actually, if you guys have questions, just use the developer center for SAP HANA Cloud. It's developers.sap.com/cloud, and if you have questions, just put a question there in the forum, and people like Shu and his teammates will take care of those and help you to get things done. If people have questions, as always, you can ping either me via Twitter at @runugera, or Shu, you also have a Twitter handle, right?
Yes.
I will put it at the bottom of the video. Thanks a lot, Shu, for explaining the persistent service for us. And to you guys also, thank you for watching and hearing this, and see you at one of the next episodes. Bye bye.